So today we're getting into the Air Force Museum. Yeah, it's in Dübendorf.
As above, so below. So it goes, so it goes. Try not to disrupt the flow. Be water, let it go. Cause underneath it all, it's empty. You'll have to wait and see for yourself. Cause all this glamour can be tempting. And in the end, it's you and no one else. Say less and learn more. In observation, you can absorb the beauty that surrounds you. Cause what you see is how it sounds.
A phone is much more easy to travel with and carry and go places. So actually you don't need so many lenses. All the way to the top. See the second one. So interesting.
Never been where the creatures hunt and bleed for this dream. So while your eyes closed, been running through the pain. Look at me and now my strides go. Every single scar on my skin, another milestone. Battles in the dark came out shining with the lights on. Look, but I don't think they listening. I don't think they heard me. I don't think they listening.
The propellers will be in sync with the machine gun, which so that every time the propeller is up.
So they're fully connected, right?
Yeah, they're fully connected, and every time the propeller is away from the bullet, it would shoot.
So that's the example. The bullets are up there.
Yeah, but if the wing would if the propeller would malfunction,
You're out.
You're out.
For sure.
Like Roald Dahl almost was.
And who was Roald Dahl?
A famous author, which made famous kids' books, which are bestsellers.
I don't think they listening. Nah, I don't think they heard me.
As above, so below. So it goes, so it goes. Try not to disrupt the flow. Be water, let it go. Cause underneath it all, it's empty. You'll have to wait and see for yourself. Cause all this glamour can be tempting. And in the end, it's you and no one else. Say less and learn more. In observation, you can absorb the beauty that surrounds you.
I think
Cause what you see is how it sounds.
the people who at that time were making things like this, the blades, are the same as the people who now design like drones and stuff. They are very futuristic, way ahead of time. So these were the workshops where they would make these rotors, the blades, and you can see how smooth they are. And that's an example of them working on it. So the idea was there, but the system that they used was so rudimental. Do you say rudimental, or was so basic, like just a carpenter who believed he could make a blade and eventually makes a very good blade and is able to fly the plane. And then these ones are made entirely from I think they use hemp or cotton, and then wood. Crazy. And then they stretch it. So you can imagine the first person who made it had to really test it. It's leather. So this is like stretched leather, and then they seal the where they've done the seams, because you can see they have sewn it all the way. Very cool. This is from 1900. Same with this. And then you can see the skeleton. So that was the skeleton that puts it together and allows it to be flexible, because these wires can play around. So that the frame cannot be too stiff. Such a genius idea. So to come up with these ideas in the 1800s and put everything together, and you can see how everything was bulky. The suit, the jacket, I think was the first woman. She looks like a woman. So I'd assume it's the first woman to fly. That's her badge. And maybe jump off. Coolios. This one was using they also use it for the RC cars, so RC planes. So the motor is actually at the front compared to the other planes that have an engine in, like a 12cc engine. This one has the front as the engine, same as the RC planes, and then probably uses nitro.
No, I don't think you're listening. Yeah, I don't think you heard me. Yeah, I don't think you're listening. No, I don't think you heard me.
Tell them listen up, every single word a load of clip and I don't miss enough. Mirror on the mic so when I rap it's just a different us. Pressure in my pen can turn the diamond back to kitten dust. I told y'all, I'm done playing, I'm going animal. Doing damage, get in my way, you be collateral.
It's an aerial view of this hall number 2 with all the planes. But in reality, you can imagine if all this can fit in just a small place like that. And you know, the interesting thing is that the Swiss have bunkers that they actually have aircrafts that can deploy from the bunkers and live on the mountain. So when it comes to like bunkers, tunnels, things like that, underground places there and mountains, there's no way you're coming close to them. They are absolutely good at it. But when it comes to like one-on-one, if it was a one-on-one war, but before you get to them to have a one-on-one, bro, you need to like really work hard to get there. So it's not so easy. Well, I think I have to look for my people. They've left me. But I'll leave you with that shot. I think this is the highlight of the day. Look at that. Look at that, the yellow roof. Hey, what happened to English? English went with the Swiss. I read one sentence in Swiss German and then my English disappeared. Man, I gotta learn my Swiss German, yeah? Put effort. But now I'm going to Serbia. I also need to, I almost said run. I need to learn my Serbian language. Where did these guys go to? I hope I find them. Machine guns. These are like the 19, when was it? It's a Fokker CVE shooting half-heli with a gunner, with runner all the way, to be able to be around things like this and also to see what other countries were doing at that time. So you can be able to experience. Okay, this one is not working. It's a true experience of culture. And also to learn the culture, you have to also look at what they did in the past, understand how the mentality, the mindset towards war, towards peace. So when people say Switzerland is neutral, what's not working? It's a true experience of culture. And also to learn the culture, you have to also look at what they did in the past, understand how the mentality, the mindset towards war, towards peace. So when people say Switzerland is neutral, what does that mean? Do they equip themselves? Are they just selling chocolate and penknives, or are they fully militarized but saying, hey, we're not going to interfere in things that do not involve us? So it's what is neutral? And to them, I think it's being able to defend themselves if anyone comes, but they choose not to go start a war somewhere and influence wars. So some more. Basically, that's it. Really fun process going around this place. I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I really enjoyed taking you around, it's a good start for the new year to be around the planes and to do something I really love. I enjoy aeroplanes and planes and RC planes and model building. So you get an idea if you want to make your model plane, how to paint the panels. So, and for an artist, it's such a visual stimulation to have. It gives you inspiration. So you can be able to see the panels, how they were designed, and much more. So I'm going to look for my people because they left me. But they're somewhere having fun. With the boys, you just have to let go and let them go wherever they want to go. I think they must be on the visual room somewhere. So let me find them. Oh, you're in the army now. You're in the army now. Oh, you're in the army now. Whoa, that one it's like a glider. That one never even had a frame. Just go roll. And then they started putting the outside frame. Otherwise, up in the mountains, you'll be freezing. And look at this one, had the engine. Had a whole device behind the pilot. Whew. My friend. Oh, you're in the army now. You're in the army now.